Back into it with the Average Joe Sports Show. Big Ten Media Days. Henry Lutovsky with us here, Husker offensive line. Henry, good to spend some time with you, and you're all duded up, man.
Yeah.
Nice gear.
Yeah, thank you. The guys over at Gary Michaels got us all right.
We are collecting thumbs up and shout outs for Navat and Uncle Nate. That's good stuff. But how you feeling coming into this season? And you've had a extended career in Lincoln, and you're one of the voices in that offensive line room.
Yeah, it's really exciting. This season more than any other season that I've had. I'm extremely excited for us to get started.
How have Rocco Spindler and Elijah Pritchett assimilated themselves? I mean, those two guys, along with you, are because of the veteran leadership that they bring, are going to be relied upon heavily.
Mm-hmm.
But how have they assimilated into Nebraska's program at this stage with guys who have been around for so long?
Oh, they're great. They're just really good guys to be around off the field. Love hanging out with them. So they've done a really good job adjusting.
Henry, there's the adjustment standpoint you just touched on, but what is kind of the core value, core mantra of the offensive line room under Coach Donnie?
Just help Nebraska win. Just do our jobs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and tell us a little bit about the growth in that room and your experience to help that room get as good as it can be.
Yeah, I really think that at the end of the day, we're just trying to pull the best out of each and every man in that room every day, and then, spread that out over the whole team. Because, if we're going as hard as we can every day, that means the D-line's got to step it up, and so at that point, it just becomes everybody making each other better, and that's really what we're trying to spread across the team as a whole.
Whenever you look at Dana Hogerson coming in and impacting this offense, evaluating the offensive line, I know you guys ran a lot of power and counter last year early in the season. Dana comes in and you see a little bit more zone. How do you think you've worked on that this offseason as Dana kind of learns what each and every offensive lineman does best?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to run what works, and as an O-lineman, you're going to just run what gets called. We don't have too much say in it, but the good thing about our group is that we're not picky. We'll run whatever.
We talked a lot about the defensive back room, having so many players in there, so much depth. This seems to be one of the deeper offensive line units that Nebraska's had in quite some time. How much better is the depth now as opposed to, say, a couple of years ago in Coach Rule's first season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's really just a testament to how far we've come, just improving every single day. There's a lot of young guys in that room that have come a really, really long way, and a lot of older guys that have come a long way to get where they're at. So I think that, the depth piece is just a really important characteristic of a good offensive line room, and I think we got it.
Where have you seen your confidence grow? Why are you at this point right now with the belief in the ability to be a special unit?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to the way we train. We can have that confidence because we put in the work. It was a tough, grueling off season, but, we've come out better. And so I think that's the only way to really improve is just to, do hard things. It shouldn't be easy. If it was easy, then we're not doing what we want to do, and it wasn't easy.
Henry Lutovsky with us here on the Average Joe Sports Show. And Henry, whenever you look at this offensive line group, there's been some guys that have moved around. Justin Evans looks like he's back to center. You bring in a guy in Rocco, a guy in Pritchett. How do you guys build chemistry through the offseason, knowing, an offensive line has to operate as a unit? How do you build that confidence in the guy to your left, the guy to your right, knowing they know what I'm going to do, I know what they're going to do, we're going to go out and execute?
Yeah, it just comes down to, the way we live our lives. We do everything together. It's rare if you walk around our facility and you see just one O-lineman walking alone or even two. We're always hanging out. We're always eating together, working out together. We do everything as a unit. So I think that really helps to build that trust and confidence in each other.
What does that entail? What do you guys get out and do? Is it golf? Is it video games? What are some of those team building activities?
Eat jerky.
Yeah, golf, dinner, just hanging out, playing cards, just anything we can do to get around each other.
Who are you picking as your golf partner?
Golf partner, Turner Corcoran.
Okay.
Yeah. We're usually partners whenever we go.
Great off the box, good in the green. Where?
just fun to play with.
Okay.
Yeah, neither of us are very good, but he's better than me.
That's Schmidt and I when we got in golf. Neither of us are good, but we're fun to play with. I'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. There we go.
Henry, real quick, Coach Hogerson came on board the last quarter of the season in November through the bowl game in December. How much farther ahead does that put you as an offensive line unit with Coach Raiola being familiar with so many of you guys? But he didn't get hired during the hiring process like most OCs say in February.
Mm-hmm.
How much farther ahead does that put you guys in the playbook and understanding what it is that he wants to do going into this season?
Yeah, I think it puts us a lot farther ahead because, you know, it's sometimes can be tough to understand, you know, the expectations set for you when you're just playing in, you know, your own defense. So a lot of times the tough lessons that you have to learn are learned in game, and already having 4 games under our belt with him has just been huge. Like, we know his expectations, we know how he operates, you know, week to week during the season. So it's just been great for him to come in that early.
What do you expect as we do say goodbye from Nebraska's run game?
I expect it to be dominant.
Just because of what you have up front and then Emmett in the stable?
Yeah. I think we've got a really solid offensive line unit, and Emmett Johnson's a playmaker, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
You're smiling about Emmett.
A big one. Yeah.
Last thought from me here, Henry, before I get you out. I do want to get your thoughts. You see it all the time. Iron sharpens iron. That's the offensive line against that defensive line. You have a favorite guy to get out there and compete against at practice?
Oh, man, I got a few. I mean, it was always Nash and Ty for the past few years, but, you know, without them in the picture anymore, it's definitely Riley Van Poppel and Cam Lenhart.
Henry, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.